Hello everyone, Virgo Triad here. Okay, I am putting up this video because I'm getting lots and lots of emails pertaining to my earlier video with regards to the fraudulent filing of UCC1 financial statements. Okay, you guys, so here is the deal. I was able to locate a state UCC fraudulent filing statutes and rules for each state that was compiled by a gentleman back in August 3rd of 2015. Here is the issue. The UCC regulations and codes and statutes change all the time. So a lot of this is not going to apply. The reason that I am showing you this is because this happened to be compiled by someone, a specific individual. This isn't something that is put out necessarily where each individual state puts out their own UCC fraudulent filing statutes and rules for people to view. This is just an example here of what you would need to look for in your own state. So what you want to do is you want to go to the Secretary of State website for your state, and you want to look up the state UCC fraudulent filing statutes and rules for 2018. Now, what you're going to find is you're going to find the regulations as they were last printed, which means that if they are in the process of changing because they have information in court, as what was said in the article that I read you earlier, for example, with Illinois, that has already been approved and Illinois is in the process of putting that in place. It does not, however, mean that it is up on their website for you to view right this minute. I'm not sure when they got approved. I can go back and I can take a look at it, but what I'm trying to say is that if it was, less than a week ago, they may not have the new filing statutes and rules for fraudulent filing up on the website for you to view yet. What the best thing for you to do is to take a look at what you can find for your state and then recognize that this is something that you do not do. The reason why we're seeing an influx of states that are going to the courts and asking for there to be more stringent regulation on the UCC fraudulent filing statutes is because there are so many people that are filing falsified and fraudulent UCC financial statements. And a lot of that influx is because of what the gurus are telling you to do, without informing you that you could be in a lot of trouble. Now, there are many states that already have criminal penalties. Lots of them do. And lots of them did back in 2015, actually. But they have changed, and I guarantee you they have, because every single state's UCC filing statutes and rules change every single year, sometimes more than once. So my suggestion would be, for right now, the best thing for you to do is to take a look at your own state's UCC fraudulent filing statutes and rules, the ones for 2018, the most current ones, to give you an idea of what your state can and can't do. Now, the other thing that I've had a lot of people questioning me on is whether or not, if you were denied, if you should be concerned. Now, here is the thing. Under normal circumstances, I would say don't be concerned at all, because you've already been denied and chances are you're off their radar, and that may still be true. However, you need to be aware that from a criminal standpoint, that just the attempt to file a fraudulent filing UCC1 financial statement is enough to get you in trouble. So my suggestion to you all is just to simply not do it. I've tried to explain to you guys in the past that there are things that you are doing without realizing what it is that you are doing, and it's going to come back and bite you. Unfortunately, the gurus have taken that and run with it and made comments like, well, this is not for the weak of heart, and I don't think anybody wants to end up in jail or in prison over filing a piece of paper that you really didn't know what it meant. Bottom line is, folks, that a UCC1 financial statement is only this and nothing else. It is a means for a real creditor to have secured property, have a lien placed on it, so that that way, if the party that owes the funds that were lent by that creditor defaults, that they have a way to get the property at least back, so that that way they're not out all of the money should the debtor actually not be able to afford it or not pay it back. That is it. That's all it does. It doesn't create freedom for you. It doesn't, prove that you're a real living man or woman. None of that is reality. The reality is that a UCC1 financial statement simply provides the creditor with the means to have the lien against the collateralized secured property. That's it. That's all that it means. And so whether you agree with that or not, that is the fact. And the bottom line is that there are state UCC fraudulent filing statutes and rules in every single state. So filing against your own straw man is a fraudulent filing, and that can land you in a lot of hot water. And you need to at least be aware of what that hot water is before making a final decision on whether or not you want to go forward with filing that UCC1, full well knowing that you don't have the proper documentation and you yourself are not two actual parties. Your straw man and you are actually the same entity on paper, guys. You may not think so by the way it's been described, but you are. Therefore, you do not have a valid UCC1 financial statement. You have to have two separate parties with a real security agreement and a real promissory note. Real, as in the money actually left. It was actually used for something like a vehicle, a home, and you have an agreement with another party, not yourself. Okay, guys, I hope this helps with the questions that you guys have with regards to this. Like I said, go on the Secretary of State's website and look for the state UCC fraudulent filing statutes and rules. And you should be able to read what your state's rules and regulations were, at least for the last update of 2018. Hope this helps, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.